After 100 iterations. So having said that, we move towards our general discussion, where we will try to join all the information that we have collected. Regarding the disturbance, what we have seen is that ponds are affected by the wildfire towards in summer, so when they are mostly dry, and then once they have refilled and colonization starts, some effects of the wildfire are detected. An increase of some phytoplanktonic groups of the biomass of some primary producers, and an increase of some feeding groups, but also a decrease in abundance of organisms remaining in the pond ground. As time passes, this initial effect disappears, so it's pulsed and concentrated at the beginning, but the lower abundance of passive dispersers is maintained throughout time. We have said that this fire pulse process, or this bottom-like control process, would correspond to indirect effects of the wildfire on aquatic systems, and that the lower abundance of some organisms according to their dispersal abilities would represent a direct effect of the wildfire. Although we have detected these impacts, we have seen that the temporal succession is still having a greater importance in comparison with wildfire effects, and the successional changes still matter in terms of, for example, community composition. Regarding our meta-community, what we saw is that the network region and the sampled ponds are located, all of them, in a really central locations of our pond. And in addition, that the wildfire was not that homogeneous as we expected. It was really patchy. So if we link this central location with the fact that being central is better in order to receive more colonization or have greater abundance of colonization, we can see that our sampled ponds were benefited from a rescue effect of our meta-community, placing them in a currently resilient area. However, as we have seen, homogeneity was one of the main driving factors, and that determined the response of community from a completely recovered community towards a completely affected or completely compromised meta-community. So, if we try to draw future perspectives in relation to our systems, what we have seen is that, okay, the effect of wildfire has an effect and has a relation with dispersal ability, but if we assume that in the future wildfires will increase in their intensity and their regime, and also that the pond community might be compromised due to pond loss, what we could be drawing is a more catastrophic scenario in the future, where due to this wildfire regime increase and also the network fragmentation, the rescue effect that is counterbalancing or helping the post-fire recovery will diminish, so that a wildfire like the Importa or a greater one can have really compromise communities after the wildfire. So, having said that, and if the committee wants, I will read.
Ni amb la llei els hi corri, ni amb presons ni cadenes, callaran a la fera.